Sok Ryu proposes to Sung Hyo by cooking Sung Hyo's favorite dish. Even though it is a lot of work to make it, she promises him that she will always make it for him until he gets sick of it. Like when he was young, he is happy that he can eat rainbows forever. He accepts the sweetest proposal in the world and kisses her. Now everything works out. They can publicly date. The next morning, Sung Hyo's family will have breakfast at Sok Ryu's house. This time, they will eat as in-laws. Finishing their breakfast, Sung Hyo comes to Sok Ryu's room, and they discuss how busy Sung Hyo is currently, making it impossible for them to go on a date. Since Sung Hyo has a lot of work, he asks her to wait a week for him. He explains how a week feels like 1,000 years for him. Dongjin suddenly comes to her room, surprised, and says that they're doing weird stuff in there. Sok Ryu tells him that they are not doing anything weird, since they have official approval from their parents. However, Dongjin doesn't give his permission and asks Sung Hyo to consider his relationship with Sok Ryu. He explains how she is always stealing his razor, which makes Sok Ryu angry at him. Despite this, Sung Hyo doesn't mind, even if Sok Ryu is an alien or something else. Because of this, Dongjin remembers the drama Coffee Prince and tells Sung Hyo that this is reality, not a drama. Sung Hyo suddenly reaches into his pocket to give Dongjin some pocket money so he can buy something cool before his exam. Dongjin quickly mentions that he will call him brother-in-law from now on. He then tries to say something nice about his sister, and even though Sok Ryu keeps denying it regarding the razor, Sung Hyo believes in her until she pushes him away. Ever since their mothers reconciled and accepted their relationship, Sung Hyo and Sok Ryu have started to spend each day as sweetly as they can because they want to catch up on their 30 years of relationship. Even though Sung Hyo is tired from work, his energy is recharged upon seeing Sok Ryu. At the same time, Mi-suk and Ye-suk continue to gather with the Lavender Club after previously fighting with each other. After seeing how Sok Ryu and Sung Hyo are dating, the members of the Lavender Club spontaneously ask them when their children are getting married. Both of them take the question seriously. Mi-suk wants the couple to have a wedding next spring, but Ye-suk wants them to do it before the year's end. They will argue about this, but ultimately leave the decision to Sok Ryu and Sung Hyo. Meanwhile, In-suk teases them, noting they will become in-laws after all the things they said to each other while believing they would never talk again. Like their mothers, Sung Hyo also wants to get married quickly so he can finally spend the rest of his life with Sok Ryu without living separately. However, he is busy with his current workload and hopes Myung-yu won't look for another project. Sung Hyo is getting busier as his company is selected as the Our Neighborhood's architect. Not only that, as he promised Sok Ryu, he would listen closely to the things she says. Sung Hyo is planning to renovate Sok Ryu's father's diner, since Sok Ryu told him she wants to serve people her food one day. She wants to cook pots of happiness for them. Sung Hyo also notices how people want to try Sok Ryu's food based on the comments on her channel. It is also one of the programs for Our Neighborhood's Architect, to preserve neighborhood culture. With this, Sok Ryu will be able to serve her food, and her family won't have to close their restaurant. In the midst of it all, Sok Ryu and Sung Hyo's relationship is taking a step forward as they start planning their marriage. They will decide when to get married and what needs to be prepared. Excitement and joy come as they see each other in wedding dresses and tuxedos. Everyone will come to celebrate their wedding day, including Mo-eum and Dan-ho, who will join in on their happy day. As for Mo-eum and Dan-ho, on their first date, which had been postponed, they finally go out. Dan-ho decides to find Mo-eum at her workplace, but her colleague tells him that Mo-eum is no longer working there as she has been assigned to the South Pole and is at a different station for on-site adaptation training. Dan-ho is surprised to hear this, but goes to meet Mo-eum after her colleague tells him where the training center is. When he sees Dan-ho, Mo-eum is surprised. She knows he has found out about her South Pole assignment. Trying to change the subject, Mo-eum asks him to go on a date. They finally ride the amusement ride she wanted to try, and Mo-eum tells Dan-ho not to worry, as she will sit beside him to protect him. After that, they enjoy beer and chicken, and when Dan-ho seems to relax, Mo-eum tells him about the South Pole. She hadn't mentioned it earlier because she needed time to think. She is thrilled that her dream is coming true, but is worried about her relationship with Dan Hos. Since Yondu dreamed about going to the moon and seeing Mo and Dan Ho getting married there, it seems Mo will ask Dan Ho to come with her to the South Pole, suggesting he could be a reporter there to cover the country officers who work to protect the world. And Dan Ho proposes to Mo there. Knowing this, Sok Ryu and Sung Hyo will be happy to hear the news about the couple. Get ready for the thrilling finale episode, where the drama reaches its climax and excitement builds as everything unfolds. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.